The South Australian government has criticised the opposition for its spending promises, saying the public will be forced to pay for more than $3 billion if Labor wins the election. The government is winding back its own rhetoric about its health promises, pledging budgets will be balanced if the Liberal Party is re-elected.
On the second week of the SA election campaign, the opposition is still making health commitments, this time announcing it will build 5 new ambulance stations and expand many more if elected to office.
No new taxes and then no increases in taxes.
The only promise the government made today was South Australians would end up paying more taxes if Labor was elected.
There's no magic money tree. You can't just manufacture money at the state level. If someone's promising billions of dollars of uncosted promises, someone has to pay.
Labor's commitments include plans for a state-run hydrogen plant and around $1 billion in funding for the state's health sector, adding up to more than $3 billion in total. The state's outgoing treasurer says after going into the red during COVID, a Liberal government would aim for surpluses in 2023.
From next year, we'll be spending no more than we earn.
Taxpayers, through the state budget, of course, fund the initiatives that political parties are taking to the election. What we're doing is we are being upfront. As soon as we announce a policy, we let people know how much it's going to cost and they can form their own judgment about whether that's a good use of taxpayers' money.
After declaring its own $500 million health splurge last week, the government now seems to be pivoting its strategy, claiming it is only committed to about $180 million in new funding so far this election campaign.
The Liberals are promising a giantly expensive $660 million basketball stadium, plus a new giraffe enclosure, and Labor's been concentrating on its priorities, which is health.
So it's a much trickier electorate, an election than McGowan or Anastasia Palaszczuk faced when they went to the polls in the height of COVID panic.
The opposition is expected now to shift its focus away from health, directing its attention to the economy. Joel Phillips, Sky News, Adelaide.